Hey people, Ethan here. The topic this week on the channel is, I guess, the issue of safety and what it means to us. So safety is a complicated issue. I guess in my head I kind of view safety in two types that are linked, I guess. Physical and then mental, emotional safety. For the most part, I feel physically safe. I mean, being perceived as male, and I guess passing. Um, like helps a lot. Like, people won't look at you funny for that. And also the places that I hang out are generally pretty liberal. Because I live in New Jersey, and then I guess the other places I hang out are New York, really. Well, I have to say I hang out. I live in Central Jersey, so Central Jersey is pretty liberal. There are places in Jersey that are not as liberal. Jersey's a weird place. And also because I practice martial arts, and that is a huge, I guess, confidence booster. Like, I like to think that I can handle myself in most situations. I'm not going to say all situations because you can't ever be sure about that. But for the most part, I like to think that I can protect myself physically. And I guess if anything, I'm more aware of being perceived as Asian or Asian American than I am as trans. But even that's not that big of an issue because, well, New York is a huge, city and it's really diverse, and then Central Jersey has a huge population of Asians and Asian Americans, so that's not that big of a deal. Mental and emotional safety is tougher, because, like, I guess I feel like I exist in a space, like, that is in between lots of circles of people, and, like, I guess I feel like I'm not really a member of any of these circles. Like, I guess in the heteronormative real world out there, I feel like I'm usually hiding part of my history, like hiding my transness. In the queer community, I feel like I'm too heteronormative to belong because I come off, I guess, in my mannerisms, my behavior and actions, pretty heteronormative. And in the APIA community, I feel like a troublemaker because I challenge everything that they, I guess, believe in. So yeah, safety is a spectrum, I guess. I definitely feel that some places are safer than others. Like these days, where I feel the least safe, that I have like a fear of, I guess, is really just institutionalized authority, like cops. Afraid of the cops. Um, yeah. TSA. Hate airports. Judges, I guess, kind of scare me. Basically, anybody that has some sort of control over the functioning of my life, and I can't, or I'm not really in a position to fight back. So yeah, so the government. I guess, yeah, that's generally where I feel the least safe. Like that I have a legit fear of. Places that feel less safe but can kind of tolerate it, I guess, are like bathrooms. I still get bathroom anxiety, though it's nowhere near as bad as it used to be. I just get really aware of the surroundings of a bathroom when I enter it. Like, it's like entering a battle. Like, all these senses that I've trained in, like, martial arts kind of kick in. Like, I'm more aware of them kicking in, definitely, when I'm in a bathroom, or when I enter a bathroom. Like, I notice the layout of the bathroom, like, the positioning of people in it, and, like, sounds are going on, like, and I always feel like I have to be extra vigilant in a bathroom. The only time that I was actually, like, not feeling bathroom anxiety was probably when I went to Creating Change. And they had, like, all the bathrooms on the first floor labeled as, like, gender neutral. And I remember when I went to the bathroom, like when I was sitting on the toilet, I was just like, oh, this is the first time that I don't feel any sort of anxiety uh, while in a public bathroom. Um, so yeah, that was a big deal. And then I was actually kind of sad the first time I had to go to a bathroom, like in the airport after the conference. Just like, oh, the anxiety's back, or yeah, like it's the anxiousness, like in the back of my head, is back. Um, so yeah, those are really the two things that come to mind. I feel the safest with close friends, especially friends that are sensitive to I guess issues of social justice and race and gender. Mostly because I find that because these are the issues that they value, um, like they're the ones that are actively trying to make the environment more safe. Um, and it makes me feel safe that they're trying to do this to the best of their ability. Um, so yeah, um, I guess the next step would be friends that are okay with me being trans, but don't really understand the implications of being trans. I mean, these tend to be the ones that I hang out with that are, I guess, well-meaning in their attempts to help me pass as a average man better, like being your bro. Oh, my laundry's done. Um, but they don't get that I try to, I guess, look at masculinity critically. Like for me, it's it's not about being the average man. Like I don't want to sell it for that because I know so many problems with masculinity. Um, that I want to be a good man or a better man, and that means, I guess, understanding uh, the problems a gender binary causes in society. So yeah, but masculinity is another topic that maybe the channel will get to eventually. But I do feel that safety in general is actually tied to that, like in how we view gender and how we value certain things about gender more than others. But yeah, that itself is another topic too. Yeah, so I'm going all over the place. So yeah, I think I'll just end it. Uh, so yeah, comment, ask questions, do whatever. Until next time, letters.